Hello everyone. Welcome to the exciting video, Live Snowflake Marketplace Data in Oracle. Today, we are going to learn discovering the data in Snowflake Marketplace and then accessing this live Snowflake Marketplace data in Oracle database. Before jumping on to the detailed demo, in this video, we will look into what is the Snowflake Data Marketplace and its benefits. And then we'll walk through the architecture diagram for accessing the Snowflake Data Marketplace live data in Oracle database. And then we'll have a detailed demo session. As a part of the demo, we will be discovering and getting the data from Snowflake Marketplace. You'll be installing the Linux ODBC driver manager in Oracle server, and then installing and configuring the ODBC driver for connecting to Snowflake, and then configuring the Oracle database, and then we'll be creating the database link in Oracle database so that we can access the data from Snowflake using this database link. First, what is the Snowflake Data Marketplace? Snowflake Data Marketplace connects the providers of data with the consumers. The Snowflake secure data sharing feature enables the organization to buy and sell the secure governed data in Snowflake Marketplace. The benefits of Snowflake Data Marketplace is no data movement. It means consumers are not required to copy the data. Data is stored in provider accounts. And it's a ready to query data. Consumers can immediately start querying the data without transformation. Discover a variety of data. Consumers can search for a variety of data in different categories like finance, marketing, health and life sciences, sports, travel, and also some lookup tables data. Live access, it means providers will keep updating the data and consumers will receive the real-time automatic updates. Reduce the cost. It eliminates the costs and delays associated with the traditional ETL processes of data loading and transformation. Let's move on to the architecture diagram on accessing the Snowflake Data Marketplace live data in Oracle database. In Snowflake, there are hundreds of providers, hundreds of data providers. In this architecture diagram, I am showing 3 data provider account. The first provider account, there are 3 shares here. And similarly, the second provider account, there are 3 shares. And the third provider account, there are 2 shares. The provider accounts, they are publishing the data in Snowflake Data Marketplace. This is the place where organizations buy and sell the data. Snowflake Data Marketplace is the place. It's a web page where listings and data sets are published. There is no physical data. The physical data is stored in provider account. And on the other side, we have consumer accounts. In this architecture diagram, I am showing 2 consumer accounts. Consumers can come to this marketplace page and they can explore, discover the data under different categories, finance, healthcare, life science, and they can get the data they need. This is the Snowflake part where data provider are publishing the data and consumers are discovering and getting the data. Let's come on other side, Oracle Database Server. We are going to access this data from Snowflake Marketplace, live data in Oracle Database Server. Here in Oracle Database Server, we have Oracle 19c database running on Linux server. And we are going to install the ODBC driver manager. And also we are going to download the ODBC driver for Linux from Snowflake website. This ODBC driver is needed to connect to the Snowflake database. And we are going to do some configuration on Oracle database, Oracle network configuration. And then we are going to create a database link in Oracle database so that we can access the data from consumer account, Snowflake consumer account in our Oracle database using this database link. So it's all about architecture diagram. Let's move on to the demo. For this demo, I have the steps document here. I have the steps 1, 2, 3 like that. And I have connected to the database server one session as a root user and another session as a Oracle user. I have already set up the Oracle 19c database on Linux server. So let's go to the steps document. The first step, open the Snowflake website and create the account in Snowflake if you don't have one. This step I have already completed. I have created the Snowflake account. And then next step is to log into the Snowflake website and search for the required data sources in Snowflake Data Marketplace. So I have already logged into the Snowflake website with my credentials. Here, once we log into the Snowflake website with our credentials, on the left side, on the navigation menu, we can see tabs like worksheets, dashboards, data, marketplace, activity, admin, help, and support. Let's click on the marketplace. So this is the Snowflake Data Marketplace web page. Here, we can filter the data under ready to query, free data, weather data, financial data. Also, we have a menu here. We can query the data. We can search the data under different categories like commerce, economy, energy, health and life science. Let me click on the health and life science category. So the data listed under this category is listed here, displayed here. So we have a COVID-19. So if I'm looking for the COVID-19 data for some reason, so it's a free unlimited access. If I click get, I can get this data. For this demo, I'm looking for some lookup table data zip code, where I can pass the zip code and find the city name and state name. Also, other way, we can search the zip code for a particular city. So I can directly search a keyword zip code. I do see many listing here. Let me search by keyword one more, lookup table. So I want this data set, US zip code crosswalk. This is a free unlimited access. Let me get this data. So here, US zip code crosswalk data updated quarterly. The data provider will keep updating the data every quarterly. The data, as I said earlier, the data stays in provider account. We are not copying the data to our account. Let us get this data. There are options. I can create this share as marketplace MP zip code. Let me call this database name. It's just a pointer in my account. And I can add a roles. By default, account admin will be having access to this data that we are getting. Let me add another role, system admin. Let's get this data. So we got this data done. I have opened the one more window already. Let me open new worksheet. Okay, it's much clear. So I am going to the MP underscore zip code database. This is a pointer to the provider account share, and then to the schema, and then to the view, and preview the data. The view CBSA underscore zip, I'm querying the view CBSA underscore zip. And the data we can see here, zip code for, and we have a city name, state name. So actually I am interested in only the city name, state name, and zip code, 3 columns. So let me go to the document, our document, and create a view in our local database. So we completed the step number 3. We got the data from Snowflake Marketplace, and we named that share as a MP_zip code. I got the zip code data for this demo. And the step number 4, let's create a view in our local database. Only the columns I am interested. Okay, let me put the context here. So here, the warehouse I have, testing warehouse database, it is going to be my local database demo DB. Under the schema 1, I am going to create this view. This view is let's name it as a view zip code. Let me create this view. Again, this is just a view. We are not copying the data to local account. So view zip code successfully created. Let me test this view. Our view is working fine. We can see the zip code, city name, state name. Let's move on to our steps document. We completed the step number 4, creating the view. So we completed the Snowflake part. Now let's move on to our database server, Oracle database server. Connect to the Oracle database server. So I have 2 sessions, as I said earlier. One as a root user, another one logged in as a Oracle user. Let me go to the first session, that is a root, as a root user. Here, install the Linux ODBC driver manager. First, let me check whether it is already installed or not. These are the 2 commands, which ODBC install and which ISQL. Let me check. So we do see no ODBC install. And then let me run this one. No ISQL. It means this ODBC driver manager is not installed. Let's install this ODBC driver manager. Complete. ODBC driver manager installation completed. Let's verify it now. I'm running the 2 commands. I can see the files are there. Then let me run one more verification command. It looks good. Next step is to download the latest ODBC driver for Linux from Snowflake website. This driver is needed, ODBC driver, to connect to the Snowflake account from our Oracle database. Let me open this link. Yeah, here we can see the latest ODBC drivers from Snowflake website. I am going to get this RPM package for installing the Snowflake ODBC driver in my Oracle database server. We can click and download it, and we can copy to the database server. So I have already copied to the shared folder here. I have downloaded the Snowflake ODBC driver and copied to this shared folder. I have this Snowflake ODBC driver. Let me move on to the next step. We are going to install this Snowflake ODBC driver. Let me install from the downloaded package. The installation is completed. We install the Snowflake ODBC driver. Next step is to configure this ODBC driver. For this configuration, we need to update the file odbc.ini in etc folder. Let's go to the etc folder. Let me update this odbc ini. Here, by default, when we install the ODBC driver, we will have some entries in this odbc.ini. That file is created and we'll have by default some entries. So what we'll do is we'll take the backup of this file. I am moving this file as a backup copy. Backup. Now let me create with the entries as of our document. Here, I am going to copy this contents, these parameters in our odbc.ini. We need to update the parameter server. This is the full Snowflake URL, and we need to update the role. It's a Snowflake account role that has access to the data that we got from the Snowflake marketplace. And the database is DemoDB. That is our local database, that is Snowflake, our Snowflake account, where we have the DemoDB database where we created one view, and the schema one is under DemoDB database, and we have the warehouse, testing warehouse. These parameters we can copy as it is. Let's copy this one and update the parameters. We updated the odbc.ini file. Let's go to our steps document. Next step is to test this ODBC driver. For testing, we are going to use this ISQL command, and we need a Snowflake account username and Snowflake account password. I am going to pause this video. I need to enter the credentials. Okay, I connected ISQL. Let me query the data. Let me test the SQL query. I am going to run this query. This query is to get the city name, state name from view zip code, where zip code is 1001. Let me run this one. So we are getting the Snowflake data. We got the data, New York. The city name is New York and state name is New York for the zip code 1001. This data we are getting directly from the Snowflake marketplace. Our ODBC is working fine. Let's move on to the next step. Next step is to configure the Oracle database. We are going to create this file in Oracle Home HSAdmin folder. Let me go to this folder. Now for this Oracle configuration, I have a session logged in as a Oracle account. Let me go to the folder, Oracle Home HSAdmin, and then let's see, let's update this file as per our document. Okay, this file is already updated because I was doing one test earlier and I updated as per our document. The same content we can see over that file. So we have these parameters updated in our init file. Let me come out of this one. So next step is update the listener.vara file in this path, Oracle Home Network Admin. Okay, the listener and SID list listener, it is updated as per our document. I was doing that test earlier and it is updated while I was doing the test earlier. So this is the same content what we have in the document. Let me close this file. The next step is to update the tnsnips.vara in Oracle Home Network Admin. So this file also I have updated while I was doing the test earlier. So the same entries what we have in this document, steps document. Okay, let me close this file tnsnips.vara and then let's restart this listener. I'm stopping the listener and then start the listener. And then let's test the connection. Connection is working fine and we'll log into the database. And the next step is to connect to the Oracle database and create the database link. Let me connect to the database. As a sysdb I'm connecting. This is a 19C database running on Linux. For creating this database link, I need to pass my Snowflake account username and password. I'm going to pause this video and going to create this database link using this statement and then we'll continue. Okay, all right. I created the database link, public database link that will connect to our Snowflake database in my Oracle database. So the next step is we'll test this database link. Here, this is the query. We are going to query city name, state name from web zip code. And this is my database link name that we created in previous step. And we are getting the city and state name for zip code 1001. And these are the some formatting for options. Let me run those formatting commands. So for better display, we are doing formatting. Okay, I am going to run the query. Okay, we have got the data. The city name is New York City and state is New York for the zip code 10001. So we have successfully accessed the Snowflake Marketplace live data in Oracle database. Hope you like this video. If you like this video and it is helpful, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel and please share this video. Thank you for watching my video.